Grand Rising and solstice blessings to you today, my spirit team. I love you. Thank you for being here with me. I am moving right along this morning. I was up before the sun nudged. I had this gut feeling like it's time, Shelley, it's time to rise. And I did really just 5 minutes before my alarm. I forgot to unset. So it was a really great timing, an amazing dream showing me exactly what I needed to see into this season and steps moving forward from here. Spirit has me on an agenda today. That Capricorn energy is going strong and I'm feeling the rising of the sun. I hope you are too. We're here together. This is a time for us to slow down, take it steady, and listen to the spiritual nudgings and act accordingly. So do what you need to do to get it right, I was reminded as I went outside this morning with my candle and my pine to make a little smoke offering to the beautiful bright sun that was rising in the blue sky, that I hadn't visited my sacred space, that place, that sit spot since the spring, to really sit there in prayer. And that tells me a lot. Life has been moving pretty fast this year. There was our family had 3 close deaths over the year in 2025. My dear sister had a brush with a near-death experience as well. That was a very prolonged healing. She's still in the process, and so there's been a lot of changes and a lot of energy released, condensed, transmuted. So we're taking all that into consideration as we just count the blessings for the season ahead. I have some offerings for you that I'm really excited about on this solstice day. The first is that I will be in person at Evie's Inc. Christmas walk-in event today from 3 until 6 p.m. If you're local or near local and need a little day drive. This is just a first come, first serve. I'll be offering a 6-card star spread to those that come by for $30, donation based. I'm really looking forward to sharing just a little bit of space with you all on the sacred time of the year, of the wheel of the year. I even shared in my social platform a personal spread that I did a couple nights ago using the same 6-card star. And I thought I might do a little collective here as well with you all, for you, as a little gift, a little offering. I haven't done one in quite some time. It's been a while. So I thought I'd share that. And one more thing before I get to that is the registration is officially open for Dream Seeds Incubation. And I did post a video. I might have been rambling, so I apologize if it wasn't super clear in my communication. But I did post a video on YouTube about the Dream Seed Incubation and what it is, what the offering is. There's also information on the website, www.houseofthemysticalmaven.com. There's a link in the main menu bar for Dream Seed Incubation. Registration is open. There's a limited number of spots and spaces, as this is the first one, just kind of keeping it tight as we work through the experience and the learning together. I'm really excited to have that up after the beginning of the new year starts. Ticket prices will go up, but there'll be an early bird registration period until the start of the new year begins. So with all that said, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. I am going to use the Herbcrafters Tarot. I love this deck and the wisdom it brings to centering in earth relations. I know the light's going to be a little more dim for you, but I'm going to set my candle down over here and just thank the guides, guardians, angels, ascended masters, and anyone who is here to provide clear messages today for the highest good of the collective. Thank you. Just taking a moment to tune in. You're welcome to settle into where you are. If you're able and not driving, you can even close your eyes and just take a few breaths together. Settle into this space. Remember the plants that are near and around you. Remembering that we don't need to go far to reach for roots that have come from our ancestors, from our lineage. Your messages today for the collective. Thank you, Spirit, for this time, for this space. 6 card spread for the collective today. This card is on the bottom. Anytime shuffle. Okay. What the season is all about. 6 of Cups. Absolutely. Celebrate what you have accomplished. Toast to the new beginnings ahead. And just sip some sweet beverage. Let the infusion of the flowers guide you in your toasts, in your commence. I love that for this season. That is so apropos. Love life. 9 of Swords, 9 of Air, the pomegranate. Ooh, this is Persephone. This is an underground journey. Returning from the underground, perhaps. Okay, I'm going to draw the cards first, but oh boy, finances, the Devil, Blackberry. What are you sacrificing? What are you sacrificing for your gain? This is the Hindrance, Curandor of Earth, King of Earth. Letting your material pursuits. Hold on here. 10 of Water is what is rising in the sun. 10 of Cups, 10 of Water, the red clover. And then the growth, the personal growth card. Ace of Water, Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. Ace of Cups. So there's a lot of relational energy here in the way that we relate and how that reflects back to us. And I think there's a little bit of a reconciliation here. There's 3 water cards, an earth, air, and the Devil is our major arcana that showed up. So you may be chained to something here. Maybe chained to the pursuits of the material. and kind of missing the picture of what love is offering. There's such sweetness in the blackberry, which is the devil card, and it can produce a mighty nice treat. And also too much of one thing. There's thorns that protect the sweetness. There is this what is it that I'm almost getting the sense that there's something that you are, this is collective, so this could be a lot of different kind of scenarios. But, and I don't want to just focus on one card here, but the pomegranate and blackberry feel very connected to me. The sense that they're both berries, both fruit that produce such a deep, rich color and can be so good for the body, but also too much of that can, create ulcer, create an excess. The season really is about toasting to both endings and beginnings with this card here. There's a sense of nostalgia also, which oftentimes the holiday season brings. And I want to say that Spirit is suggesting to keep it light. Keep it light. There might be some things happening in between this realm of love and finance that's a little sticky. And remembering to keep the season light, that, there are time periods where there's things that are meant to be figured out. And this might not be one of those things. I feel that this isn't going to be figured out. If there's something in life that's feeling sticky, it's not going to be figured out with mental anguish. Okay, it's going to be there's a release that needs to happen to allow some of this flowing energy to come in. And I think that some of the suggested the hindrance here is like, let's keep our hands kind of tending to the things that are weaving what it is that we're building back into earth. We could get caught up with how the things around us provide us luxury, or we might luxuriate in what we've been creating or have. And I think that Spirit's here to kind of say, like, that's okay to a degree, but our Sagittarius season is kind of coming to a close. And actually, I think the devil is Capricorn. I think it is Capricorn. So that's Capricorn showing up to say, we've had our indulgences. It's time to create the loving structures that are going to fulfill us in that emotional sense. And you may have been putting in a lot of work. My own personal 6-star card was heavy burdens, carrying heavy burdens. You may have been feeling that, but we can kind of, I feel like the glasses clinking, like the sound of like a toast, could really release some energy. Like, think about the way that sound releases energy. Clapping creates a response in our in our biochemistry. Laughing, things like that, release certain chemicals that can kind of transmute and transmit some of the maybe heaviness, some of the weight of what has been it's like a sponge soaking up the sugars, you know what I mean? And it's in excess. So keeping the hands towards the things that we're weaving into our excuse me, material realm. Even the sounds of the swish swish, like the grass is being braided, the sweet grass here, which is a another great pine, sweetgrass, mugwort, other great plants for creating smoke and smudges that don't cause deforestation, that don't wreak havoc in habitats. We really should be aware of the use of certain plants like white sage and Palo Santo and what the repercussions of those things are. If it's not within your reach, if you can't go out and pick it, there's really no need to order it from miles and miles and miles away and have it shipped, because there's so much within our reach that we can sow back into. That's just a message, personal note, something important that I think we should be tending to, and maybe has something to do with some of this vocalization of the things that feel important that we do in excess, that we may let slide for the sake of our relations, but are actually very meaningful to us. And I think there's a bridge here. There's a rainbow bridge as we weave our truths into our material world, that those who are able to toast to meet us with their glass and say, hey, you know what? I get you. I get that. I get your truth here. I get what you're saying. I get what is meaningful for you. I think there's a really beautiful receptivity. The red clover for me has a very like feminine energy, and that's what the flower is of this 10 of water, 10 of cups, and that card talks about fulfillment. So another 10. Tens are showing up a lot. We really are kind of completing something out. So I hope you have someone nearby or with you this season that you can toast with. And then in saying that, this ace of water, this ace of cups, the plantain is what is coming out as kind of the personal growth. And this really is the way in which true love expresses itself through you, as in divine love, as in unwavering, as in it's not for, the love that isn't just for reward, the love that isn't just for what am I going to get from it, but the love that kind of comes flowing through you. Sorry, my nose is a little dripping from being outside. This is the kind of feeling sense that we're building on this season. Who is it that you can toast with? Who really shares and celebrates your accomplishments with you? So I'm going to leave the reading there. My throat's getting scratchy, and I think that was a nice little intro to what this 6-card spread might deliver to someone in a personal reading. This was collective, so take it as it resonates and leave what doesn't. I hope you have a really blessed season. I am available for personal readings. If you are at a distance and you are interested in a 6-card tarot spread, please reach out to me. I have a website built for structure, built for a place to land, but I am also human and a person and creative, and I love co-creating spaces that suit us and our time together, that best suits your needs. So some people really like the structure, and some people, and also our spirit requires a level of fluidity. I think that's part of this message too. So please don't get hung up on the way that the offerings are presented in a concrete way, because I am Aquarius moon and Libra rising and Sagittarius sun, so there's a lot of room for for us to co-create together in the way that I offer things. If you didn't know that about me, you know that now. And that is what makes House of the Mystical Maven unique and amazing and a blessing to be a part of and the founder of. So, again, thank you. I hope you have a blessed solstice day and greet that sun and light a candle and say thanks to the ancestors and to the earth and to all the blessings in your life. Here is to you. I'm tipping my hat to all that you have traversed and triumphed through in this past season, and knowing that there is an abundance coming your way as we move forward. Please consider joining the Dream Seed Incubation. It would be so lovely to have a nice group together that we can just identify the space of the dreamscape and how we can weave the meaning and metaphor into our real life. So I hope you're with me on that. Feel free to ask any questions too. Okay, take care. Be well.